Hello, good evening. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. So this evening I want to show you how I created this lovely white suit. So the first thing I did it freehand. I got my fabric and I marked off my waist measurement along with my dart, 1 inch for my dart. I came down 7 inches for my hip and I marked off my hip line. From my waist, I marked off my knee line because where they have the dash here at the side should really start where the knee is, because if it's too narrow it's going to prevent you from walking. So that's how I created this 3-line: waistline, hip line, and knee line. Okay, this is a little bit short because of the fabric, but that's how it's done. Then I add my 1 inch allowance and I cut it at my band, and that's how I finish my fish tail skirt. As for the blouse, I cut my neckline, the back. You place the back and the front together, and as a matter of fact with the skirt also, you place the back with the front and you cut the back 1 inch wider than the front for your zip allowance. For this you do the same. You place the two pieces together, front and back. You leave 1 inch allowance there for your zipper. Then you mark your neckline. You only go down 2 inches for the neckline at the front and 1 at the back because it's a very high neckline. And you do your shoulder measurement, your arm measurement. And if you normally do 8 inches for the arm, you can now do 7 inches because we're going to have that cut there. We don't want it to go too deep in the arm. So maybe you can do 6.5, 7 inches. So you wouldn't come down here, you'd stay a little bit higher than that. So whenever you do these kind of garments, you don't cut the arm as deep. And then I measure my bust line from here, then my dart line. I shape it, give it some definition right here to the side, and that's how I cut it. And this line here is for the front. So I will now draw the back line and let you see. So the back is a little bit deeper. The front line is here. This is the one you cut in. The back one is much deeper. It has a curve, but they both meet here, right there under the arm. And they both, you leave off about 2 inches for the shoulder to be joined, the back shoulder and the front shoulder here, but you cut the back a little bit deeper if you so desire. So here I've cut the blouse, you can see, and as I said, you would cut the arm at the back deeper than the front. Also on the skirt, whenever you do this type of skirt, any A-line, gore, swing, you always curve maybe 1.5 inch to the side here, and that is what I am going to do. I'm just going to trim it. And for the neck, you're going to measure the neckline and the side. You'll be making a little collar or a little something like a collar for the neckline. I'm using sheer, so you can make it as wide as you want, maybe 2 inches or 3 inches, and then you stitch it right along here. And then you run a gather thread in it, and then you put it around the neck. So let me show you what it's going to be like, or a little bit off from the center. All right, so when you do that measurement, you can decide how many inches the pleats are going to be. Do some calculation there, and then you will get your desired measurement. So I'm folding it here. One side is shorter than the other because that's how the pleats are. So I'll cut the top together, and when I'm through, I will mark this, and I've already marked the bottom part here, and cut it and show you how to fold the pleats. Side, and you have a short side. I am going to center it Okay, so that's the center. And depending on which side you're going to put your pleat, here you can choose to put it on the other side. You start to pleat from this side, because I'm putting mine on the right side. I need pin spots. All of them are dull. All of these are dull. And then you can decide the amount of pleats that you want to use on your design. My pins are dull. I have a lot of pins, but I haven't used them for quite a while, and because of that, they are very dull. They started to rust. So this is how you create the pleat, the design for the skirt. So let's see what we have here. So when you do this, you're now going to stitch it across, put it onto the skirt. You can press it if you so desire. Put it onto the skirt. You're going to stitch the sides, put in your zipper, put on your band, and that's how you create. So this is what it's looking like. As I was saying before, I've also gathered that little neck piece, the little collar here, and as I said, you want to gather thread in between and gather it. Therefore, if the neck the neck is about 10 front and back, then you probably want to make that 2.5 times, so maybe 25, so that the ruffles can look really nice. So that's what I have here. You just maybe hand sew it onto the neckline. Now to finish the armhole here, what you would do, you would cut your bias binding strip. Okay, remember the bias binding strip is on the weft and the warp, so you would cut that. Then you would use it to do, and this is after you've joined the back to the front. Okay, so you would use it to line to finish the armhole both back and front. That is how I created Lovely White. Happy sewing. Please like, share, and subscribe. You're watching because I see you, but you're certainly definitely not subscribing, so I'm asking you to subscribe so that we can grow this channel and make it even better. Have a good Sunday afternoon.